Good morning everyone, Val here. It is actually lunchtime, it's noon. I woke up this morning with a monster headache and dizziness and I didn't feel like doing anything. I sat in my easy chair, 7 o'clock this morning, read some Bible study, I took some Advil. I had a 10 o'clock, 9:30, we used to get there between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, a women's club meeting. It's about a couple miles up the road from me, but being the new chairman of the Charitable Donations Committee, I knew that I was being introduced today, so I really pushed through the headache and stuff and went up there. I did tell the treasurer up there that I wasn't feeling well and that I was really dizzy and just my head was just not right at all. So, which is very unusual for me to wake up sick or to be sick at all. I'm a fairly healthy person. So I didn't eat breakfast because I knew that they would have food up there and I didn't want to eat twice this morning. Not that I couldn't have skipped it, but it's, you know, I lack the I guess motivation or whatever to not try out the food the ladies make up there. So I did have breakfast Danish, I guess. Breakfast Danish and a couple other little things. Some cheese and crackers, like 4 pieces of cheese and 4 little crackers. But it didn't seem really to help anything. I still feel probably about as bad as I felt this morning. I'll probably take a few more Advil and see if that helps. I am not sure what's going on, why I'm feeling this way today. But it is what it is. I had, you know, they did introduce me. There really wasn't anything to say this morning for charitable donations. It's more towards the end of the year. We just look for people to make nominations towards the beginning of the year. So there really wasn't anything to say. I just accepted the nomination, whatever, except the, you know, got introduced, and that was that. I'm going to fix my lunch. Got a banana, I got some blueberries, I got some 0 sugar choboni, and this is a strawberry, and I've got my vitamins. I need to take my fiber drink. I didn't do that this morning. And that'll be my lunch. I'll have my sisters and my mom on the portal in just a minute in here, but I want to sweep and mop my kitchen floor, vacuum my carpet. You know, I got dishes to put away, but the kitchen stays fairly clean except for the floor. I want to really scrub my floor today, and I'm going to do that regardless of how I feel because I just want to get it done. I'll sweep the dining room and probably vacuum the dining room carpets in the hallway. And I probably will leave the living room for tomorrow. I have to make the bed upstairs in the loft. I may do that today, depending how I feel. I've got to get through the kitchen floor first. That's my main priority. And to sweep, the hallway needs to be swept and the dining room needs to be swept. So that's my first priority after I eat my lunch. There's a lady that took over the secretary's position at the women's club. Today was the first meeting of the year because January we got snowed out. So all of the new members of the board were introduced. She is Chinese. She celebrated Chinese New Year. So she handed these out at the door. We weren't allowed to open them in front of her. I guess that's Chinese tradition. She did tell us a little bit about the Chinese New Year. So I thought it'd be fun if I opened it with you because this is new for me. Do you know what this says? If you know what this says, let me know. It probably says Happy New Year. Let's open it up and see what's inside. She said it's Chinese tradition is not to open this up in front of the person that gave it to you. It's supposed to be a surprise. But there you go. There's candies in there. And this one is a classic coconut. Oh, my favorite. Coconut. I love coconut. Thank you for that. This is a white rabbit. These all have Chinese writing on them. This one is called the White Rabbit. This one was classic coconut candy. I don't know. I guess it won't focus. And then the last one is coffee. This one's coffee. So that's nice. Thank you so much. And there you go. That's very sweet. So first time I've had Chinese tradition like that. That's very cool. You learn something new every day, huh? All right, well, I'm going to fix my lunch, sit down and eat. There's not too much else going on. I just want to get some cleaning done the next couple of days. I am getting my hair cut tomorrow because it's getting really long. So I have an appointment in the morning to have my hair cut. And the rest is just kind of cleaning. And I have a birthday cake to make. I'm going to make some fudge for Gavin when he comes. He loves fudge, and it's we're celebrating his birthday. So I'm going to make some fudge. I'm going to make him a birthday cake. That's going to be tomorrow and or Friday and Saturday, because I got to get him on Friday. So we're celebrating on Saturday. So let me fix my lunch, let me eat, and let me get this kitchen floor scrubbed, and I'll be a happy camper for today. When I took down the lights and the wreaths off the porch yesterday, I took down my wreath and I put up my Valentine wreath. So that's my Valentine wreath on the door. I made this a few years ago. I had taken the old wreath and freshened it up a lot and put the new flowers and stuff on it. So that's my Valentine wreath on my front door. Okay, kitchen floor is mopped and scrubbed. Vacuumed the carpeting. Moved everything out of here to clean. Dishes put away. And I did sweep, vacuum. Swept this. I didn't vacuum this carpet yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I did sweep the stairs and make the bed upstairs. So I got half of my cleaning done. Tomorrow I'll finish vacuuming here. I got to mop the wood floors and sweep and mop and vacuum the carpet in the living room. There. All right. I got a lot accomplished. About a month or so before Christmas, my grandson Gavin and I were texting back and forth, and he asked me if I could make a Dwebble like I made him his penguin before. And I said, you mean knit? Because I knit him a penguin, because he liked penguins, and I knit each of the other kids a little animal. And he said, yeah, can you make a Dwebble like that? And I said, I don't know, probably. What's a Dwebble? And he said, you know, from Pokemon, the Dwebble. And I said, not really. I don't know, because, you know, I don't do Pokemon. So he sent me a picture. I'll show you the picture. All right, so this is a Dwebble. I don't know what a Dwebble is. So I went on my phone and looked up pictures of Dwebbles from Pokemon Dwebble, and it gave me a bunch of animated pictures. This was the only picture I had. This is like a stuffed animal that you could buy. I looked under knitting patterns. I couldn't find anything under knitting patterns. I looked under crochet patterns. There was one that somebody made, but I don't crochet and follow a pattern. I can crochet and do a basic stitch, and as long as I'm doing the same stitch throughout the Afghan or whatever it is I'm making, but I've never learned how to read a pattern and crochet from a pattern on crochet. I can knit anything. So I said, let me see if I can figure it out. So I think Gavin was expecting it for his Christmas present, which I didn't get time to do it because, or even try to do it, because I was concentrating on the craft fair. So after the craft fair, the first project I did was try to figure out this Dwebble. So I created a pattern using my head and what knowledge I have of knitting. And this is how it turned out. Now this is the Dwebble. This is the Dwebble that I knitted. How'd I do? Now I based pretty much everything on pictures that I found on the internet, but I think I've got it. I think I did it. Got the shell. It has two little back claws. And I actually like this better than the crochet pattern that I found. This has more like a body to it. The other one was like really thin. But let me know what you think. This is the project that I've been working on. It took me, I worked 2 days because I took my lazy sit-down days after the craft fair to rest. It took me a couple days and then an additional evening of knitting, a couple of hours at night. So maybe 18 hours maybe to do it. At the most, I would think, at the most. But there you go. Let me know what you think. It's a Dwebble. Never heard of a Dwebble before. Well, I'm back in the craft room, and I got nothing accomplished today because I've just been sitting back here. I have a sketch pad. I've been kind of doodling in a sketch pad. I used to do a lot of portraits and stuff when I was in high school, and, you know, in the Marine Corps I doodled a little bit, but I took art in high school. That's what I really enjoyed doing. So I thought I'd get a sketchbook and maybe start doodling again. So that's what I did this afternoon. I just sat here and doodled in my sketchbook. So we're going to do leftovers for dinner. I am going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all stopping by and saying hi today. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. Got some fun stuff coming up soon, I hope. And I'll catch you on the next video. So just remember, it's all about the adventure. And today was an adventure in cleaning. I'll see y'all later. Bye now.